Hello, I am back and I wanted to do a little activity today that's more for the kids. I mean, of course, adults can do this too. But I know everybody's, been home for a while now and there's plenty of school lessons to do. This isn't just about learning. I mean, of course, there's learning going to happen, but it's also about curiosity and understanding the science that's going on every day. And so, since we've had such beautiful sunny days lately, we are going to do an activity that's based on sunshine. We're going to make a sundial, and then also, before this, we had a bunch of rainy days, and so I'm also going to do a little activity on clouds, and I'm going to do that one first because I like the rain to turn into shine. Just metaphorically and all. So here's what you're going to need for this particular activity. You're going to need a see-through, it doesn't have to be clear, but it needs to be see-through soda bottle. This is a 1 liter, 2 liter would work, as long as you also need a match, not a lighter, but a match. And so if you have a long match, just break the end of it or make sure it fits in the bottle somehow. You're going to need the cap to go on that bottle. And you can see I put a little bit of water in the bottom of this bottle, and you're going to need that as well before you get started. So, when we talk about clouds, which is what we're going to make, we need to know a little bit about the water cycle. So, when we've got water, down here in the bottom, this is called accumulation, and when it's in a river or a pond or a lake or an ocean, it's all accumulated there. When it then turns from liquid into gas, these are invisible in the atmosphere, but these are water vapor droplets. And so this is the gas form of water, and so it has evaporated from liquid into gas. And then all of those little gas droplets condensate back into liquid into what we call clouds. And then that same liquid just drops down in the form of rain or snow or sleet or something into a body of water. So this is what we want to replicate, actually from here to here is what we want to replicate today. And if you're going to change the state of water, you need one of two things. You need temperature or you need pressure. And we don't really have enough temperature change to do that with our bottle, so we're going to use pressure instead. And so this is pretty simple, but kids, you do not want to do this without a parent to help you. And actually, even for adults, it's really helpful to have two sets of hands. One to do the thing with the match, and the next to really quickly put the cap on, okay? So I'm going to just take my water and put the cap on here. And so if we're going to again, we can't really change the temperature that much, and so we're going to use pressure instead. So I'm just going to squeeze. And so theoretically, when I let go, this should make a cloud because I've just increased the pressure and I've created a bunch of water vapor, and then it should turn into cloud droplets. We didn't get any cloud. That's because we're missing something. So a lot of people don't realize is that clouds actually require one more thing, not just temperature changing liquid into gas and back into liquid condensation, but they need something else. So that's where our match comes in. So I'm going to, again, safely and quickly, I'm going to light the match. I'm going to drop it in. Maybe. I had it done earlier. This one looks like it is also a done. Hold on. Okay, we're trying again, and I'm only trying this with a birthday candle because I ran out of matches, but it actually might not be that bad of an idea. Okay, all you need is that, and then we're gonna okay, let's see what happens. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to squeeze to create pressure. So this is the evaporation phase, and then, did you see that? I'm doing it again. Evaporation, condensation. You just made a cloud! So you can try this at home, and you've got a cloud in a bottle, and if you, the more smoke you have, this is not smoke that you're seeing, because otherwise it would have been there before I squeezed. The thing is, this is what you have to have in real life. You have to have something for those water droplets to hold on to. They have to cling to something. And so regular old dust, dirt in the air, even pollution is helpful in its own special way, because that is what clouds have to form around. So do it one more time. You can see the cloud formed there, and you can do that on your own. Now for the shine. So what you're gonna need for this is you're gonna need a paper plate. You're gonna need something straight and kind of small. So I've used a coffee stirrer here. You could use a couple toothpicks maybe taped together, or a popsicle stick, or anything like that that you can think of. You need a little bit of sticky tack, or more fun, gum that you've chewed actually. And then you're going to need this piece of paper that is going to be found in the link that I put in the description. And the reason that you need this specific piece of paper is because the way that our sundial, which is what we're going to make, works is that you have to have the right format based on the latitude that you're at. So how high up or down you are from the equator. And here in the middle of Missouri, we are at about 40, if you round it up, 40 degrees north. And so you can see on the bottom, I've printed that one. And so you can see that it's got the hours. So 12 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the middle here, it's got the months. And so I have taken my sticky tack, or you would take your gum, you would stick it on there, and you would put your straight piece on what is now March, or whenever you are, and it tells you what to do if you're in the winter. But since we're not in daylight savings right now, we don't have to make any adjustments. So we're just going to take this, and we're going to bring it outside. But if you want to explain to kiddos how a sundial works and how the sun actually helps us to tell time, I could explain that, but there's a really, really good explanation, little video activity thing that does a perfectly good job that I'm going to actually post instead. So you can watch that. Learn, by the way, why we have 12 hours in the day and 12 hours at night for a total of a 24-hour day. Like, why 12? Why couldn't it be another number? It's actually really interesting. And so you can go there, and then you can make this, and then we'll go see how it works. All right, we are outside, and someone's mowing their lawn, so I hope you can hear me. The thing is, you do have to be in like actual complete sunlight. Even partially cloudy doesn't really work that well. So I'm gonna put my sundial on the ground, and you do need to find true north, so you can look at Google Maps, or you can actually teach a kid how to use a compass. And you're going to point it's a pentagon shape on your paper, and so you're going to point the pointy part to true north, and then you're going to look at the shadow. Can you see the shadow? So you don't look at the pointy part, but you need, or the straight part, you need to look at the shadow. If you look really closely, this is also a great exercise in telling time on an analog clock. You can see that that shadow is about halfway between the 5 and the 6, which makes it 5:30-ish, and that is exactly what time it is. Cool stuff.